Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics. But there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see the runner-up of last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Washington Huskies offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They boot it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Snags it over the middle. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Off play action on 1st down. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're after him! A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the swamp. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on the 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Snyder. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Grabbed in the middle, it's McGowan. At midfield, he's got room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. All the way down to the 28. He's out of bounds right there, and the big play has him set up.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Hauls it in as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. On the option. Runs through a tackle. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this drive firing. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Bond. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as his offense tries to mount a drive. He'll sneak in and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Huskies are on the move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Lost to throw again. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Snyder. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Just ran him over. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Offense in a split backfield. Complete. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. Punt is on its way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Nice job by this defense, man. They've really answered the bell. This offense had a good 1st half. 2nd half, man, starting to put a couple of drives together, pressuring the quarterback, getting the sack, making this offense feel uncomfortable.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. To the air on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolverines now with a long way to to go to pick up the first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. There he goes. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's McGowan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got him downfield. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Washington wants to go quickly.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It's first down from the 11. Quarterback on the keeper. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Fires to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. They want that clock to run. Jukes his way for more. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll try it over the left side. Running to Green. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. A deep throw as the clock winds down. picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.